We got word of a new gig up at Haywood Industrial District. Our client is a local ripper doc, calls himself Doc Chrome. Seems like some booster gangs got into his clinic and stole a bunch of cyberware. Tore up the place too. Our job was to get it all back and deal with the thieves responsible. For this operation, Laszlo put out the word, and 5 of us called in to take the gig. Smoke, the solo, Mika, our tech, Jack, some newbie fixer looking to make a little extra, Recharge, our medtech, and the lovable rocker boy, me, Priest. I ain't one of those drugged up guitar smashing gonks. I'm the more elegant type. My body reforged in splendid chrome so I can be the prime leader for the new age cyber religion. Anyway, we all met up at the Ripper Doc's place, Edge Tech Medical. Glass broken, couple of bullet holes, and what looks like some very sharp tools used to tear up the entrance. Heh, and no lawman in sight. Typical. Doc Chrome was there to assist us with answering some questions. Liam, his assistant, also cleaning up the place. Mika spots the doc's security cams have taken a hit. They got to the main control unit too. Luckily, Mika's got some experience with security tech and went to work trying to recover the files of that night. I, on the other hand, observed that our little assistant may be more anxious to see us around. Heh, might as well fish out some details from this one. I started questioning the boy, who was clearly hiding something. A couple of the crew thought we could try to be more assertive in the conversation, but I didn't want the doc to see such barbarism just yet. So, just a nice convo between the kid and me for now. Kid was shaking in his boots. Didn't want to get in trouble. Look, kid, as I say with my arm over his shoulder, we ain't no law types. We just got a job to find the stolen cyberware, and fortunately, you ain't part of it. Just tell us what you know, and I promise to keep this between us. Even the good doc don't need to know. The kid, Liam, dropped his defenses and spilled the story. A couple boosters found out he was working with the doc and threatened him to get them in. And so the next night, he pretended to lock up before leaving. I didn't know they were gonna tear up the place like this. They said they were just gonna grab a few of the cyberware on the racks. Please don't tell the doc. I need this job. Look, I promise not to get tricked again. The kid started pleading his case. Got bored real fast, and so I interrupted. Look, kid, I told you. You weren't part of the deal, and since you were not with the gonks, technically, who ransacked the place, then we ain't gonna do anything about it. We just needed a bit of info on those responsible. Liam disclosed that he didn't really know who they were, but they did have matching tattoos, some hammer decal that he wasn't too familiar with. In the meantime, Mika was able to get the feed on the boosters who ransacked the store. We saw them come in and started emptying the place. They even used some of their cybernetic rippers to trash the clinic and blast away the security cams with their side piece. We asked the doc if he knew who they were. He couldn't say, as they didn't look like any of his customers. The tattoos on them were familiar though. With a bit of digging, we did find out that they could be from the fighting pit nearby, some shady place called Lucha Nocturna. Blood and oil was their business, a couple of fights every night, and the audience seats always full. It wasn't too difficult to find the place. We even walked in like we were part of the crowd. We did ask the bouncers if they recognized the tattoos we got on hollow of the suspects. They said they were from a local gang called Chrome Fist. Some nights they come in to bet eddies or join the pit themselves. But it was Mr. Anderson Pack who can say more about them. Luckily, the manager himself came forward to ask of our intentions. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to Lucha Nocturna. I don't believe you are regulars. And are you here to make some bets? Earn a little extra eddies? We have a great fight coming tonight. We declined the offer, but we did ask for the whereabouts of the booster gang Chrome Fist. Yes. Unfortunately, they are not in tonight, and I do not easily relinquish information about my clientele. What is your intentions with them? It was here that we had a crazy idea to get the gang all in one place. We told the pitmaster that we had some beef with the gang. They stole some cybernetics of ours and we want them back. Mr. Pack nodded in understanding. Yes, that is terrible to hear, but I'm afraid I'm not entirely sure how I can help you in this nasty business of yours. And so, with a little flair of my chrome, I told the pitmaster, "Oh, but you can help us, sir, and we can help you. Instead of bloodying the streets of our fair neighborhood, why not make a grand spectacle of it? A 3-on-3 fight. Battle to the death. No guns, no armor, just meat, blade, and cyberware. As you see, me and my boys here have chrome that ain't too cheap. It's the real thing, and if these thugs want more of it, well, they gotta be here to kill for it." Immediately, the pitmaster could see the potential and the money made. Death matches wasn't something that happens every day, and it can bring some big eddies for the pit. He agreed, and will contact Chrome Fist for the challenge. We just had to be ready. Before the fight, Mika snuck into the ring and meddled with the border fences of the pit. Now anyone who touches it will get enough of a jolt that their cybernetics would temporarily shut down. In the meantime, we decided on our 3 fighters. Me, Smoke, and Recharge. We had the most cyberware on the team, and our combined chrome would be enough of an enticement to get Chrome Fist to duke it out with us. I even betted an extra 1,000 eddies that we would win. I'm that confident. Though, of course, if I died, I won't get to use them anyways. It's gonna be a do-or-die situation. And I ain't planning on dying anytime soon. Time for the pit fight came fast. We were in the ring, while Mika and Jack were at the bleachers, keeping watch of the other Chrome Fists. It was a full house and the audience were roaring for a bloody fight. The pitmaster's hollow screen activated above us. Good evening, folks, for this special all-hands battle to the death. No guns or Kevlar, just your fist, blades, and chrome. A 3-on-3 death match. On this corner is a fierce contender in the pits. You know them. You know their brutality and downright devious tactics. Chrome Fist! In that moment, one burly chromed up booster comes in with 2 of his smaller flunkies, each with their own rippers ready on each hand. The crowd went wild as this mean gonks came in, red in their eyes, ready to take us apart. And for their challenger, a new face in the pits, 3 edge runners roaring for a fight. They call themselves Team Rocket. A At this moment, I thought I would pump up the crowd, stripping off my jacket and showing off my bare blue-hued and muscled chrome with a few flexes here and there. It did not work. I swore the whole arena went silent for a minute. Anyway, both teams are ready and the pit is sealed. The fight begins in 3, 2, 1. Death battle! The crowd went wild as both groups charged into each other. I went for one of the skinnier guys, Smoke went after the brute, and Recharge went for the other one. These guys were no joke. They were using Doc Chrome's enhancement chips and were fast. They managed to slice up Recharge and Smoke deep, while Smoke defended himself with his katanas, trying to get at the brute. I taunted the other booster to charge at me close. He took the bait. The gonk went for a slice, seeing an easy kill when he heard metal on metal rather than flesh. I smiled deep and hungry. My bones and muscles had all been replaced with cybernetics, along with my subdermal skin covered in armored metal plates. In his confusion, I went for the gonk's throat, my mouth widening like a snake, and my vampire cybernetics juiced up in biotoxin. The gonk got a full dose as he screamed in agony. Thus began our counterattack. Recharge came in and tackled the gonk I had bitten. He punched him towards the electric fence where his arm cybernetics got shocked. Smoke continued to slash at the booster brute with his katanas and left some nasty gashes. I went for the other gonk and gave him a dose of biotoxin too. The gonk screamed in pain as my cyber fangs dug deeper in him. The Chrome Fists lost their advantage in the fight, and the other Chrome Fist boosters in the audience knew it. While the fight continued in the ring, Mika and Jack saw the three other boosters get up and sneak away from the bleachers. They followed discreetly. It looks like the gonks were panicking. Forget this, Tube. The boss ain't gonna last long with those guys. I know where they keep the Yetis in this place. While everyone is distracted from the bloodbath, let's get out of here with the winnings. They proceeded to a room guarded by a lone bouncer. He got knocked out immediately while they used his pass key to enter the room. Mika and Jack followed to see the gonks gathering up the bets for the death match. While Jack readied his weapon, Mika woke the bouncer to help them deal with the gonks inside. Back in the ring, one of the Chrome Fists was already down. Smoke and Recharge then ganged up on the brute, who was covered in wounds and bruises. As the big booster came for one more swing, Smoke chopped off the gonk's head with a quick slash from his blade. The crowd cheered at the major upset. I came back to the center of the ring after pursuing the last Chrome Fist, who was trying to save his own life. He almost made it out of the ring, but I caught up to him and let my second dose of biotoxin flatline the gonk. The pitmaster called it. The winners of this death match is Team Rocket. Any words from our winners? Smoke and Recharge refused the mic, and instead I took it to advertise my New Age Cyber Religion Bible. No dice. Everyone stopped clapping. I really needed to improve my public speaking. But then we heard gunfire. The crowd ducked and some ran for the exits. Mika, Jack, and the bouncer were in a firefight with the rest of Chrome Fist. Luckily for the edge runners, they caught them by surprise. It didn't take too long to bring the gonks down after a few rounds of bullets flying to each one of them. The pitmaster and the rest of his security came to see what happened. Thanks to the bouncer explaining the situation and how Mika and Jack dealt with the thieves, Everything looked like it was gonna be just fine. The pitmaster calmed everyone down and personally thanked our crew for dealing with the chrome fists and saving him a bunch of eddies. He happily gave us our winnings and even offered to help us transfer the bodies of the boosters to the Ripper Doc's place. All in all, we accomplished our mission. The Ripper Doc got his cyberware back, a bit bloodied, but still somewhat recoverable. He even offered free cybernetic installations for the trouble. I refuse to upgrade for now. With the amount of chrome on me, I can already feel the first stage effects of cyberpsychosis. But hey, that's Night City for ya. Each of us has got to live on the edge and make our own legends in Night City. Thank you everyone for listening to another one of our Cyberpunk Red sessions. For this one, I did not run it as a DM. No, I was the rocker boy and had one of my players try to DM a session. It went pretty well and everyone had fun. And I hope you guys had fun listening in to this recap of the story as well. So, give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you around.